Hello. Yeah, I'm tired. My feet hurt. So yeah, that's a little bit annoying. It's like and like literally the last 10 minutes walking here, back to here, it's like limping because it really hurts. Such be life, eh? But the diving is working out, so I'm gonna dive. And it's funny because he said, by the way, when are you getting back home? Like, when are you leaving Okinawa? I'm like, yeah, we said the 17th, please. Please. But he said that I cannot, that I shouldn't fly an airplane for 18 hours afterwards. I was like, well, first off, good that you said that. It's like, I might die, apparently. Didn't know. No, but I was gonna do a little recap of the day. I will go to American Village. This time I will. But I wanted to do a little recap so far. So the buses, they don't really come in time, do they? But then I realized that whenever I wanted to take a bus, it's always like the ride has taken longer than it was supposed to take. It's like, yeah, so therefore I had to wait longer than I was supposed to wait. But that was annoying. The first one, I had to wait for like 50 minutes. Like, I was gonna wait for like 5 or 10 minutes, but it turned out to be like 50, and I'm like, so that was less fun. It was when I was gonna go after the temple and when I wanted to go to the karate museum, because many things to visit up here and then a few more up and then everything like down in Naha and even further down. But the karate museum was like in the middle of those. It's like, it's kind of far off. But since I practiced for 3 years, I was like, yeah, but of course I want to visit. So I wait for like 50 minutes for the bus, and then I jump off, feet hurting, trying to walk to this place, 15 minutes walking, and then it looks very closed. It is very closed, and I just walked around, and like I walked up the stairs. It's like, because it's like on 2 floors, it's like I cannot get in. And I tried to look at their webpage. I was like, I should not have trusted Google Translate. Google Maps, it said it was open, but on their webpage it didn't say anything. And then I saw that there was like a number, but I cannot call since I am not allowed to have a phone number, since I don't have a residency card, since I am just a tourist, so can't do that. It's like, what do I do now? I was about to cry. It's like, this is how I solve my problems. No, but first of all, I didn't. I was just close, because I was like, I'm tired and it's cold. It's like, okay, no, cold. It's not as in Sapporo, but it was windy and it was kind of a bad day. And if I would not have had to wait for a bus for 50 minutes, I would not have started freezing. It would have been fine with the clothes, but just standing outside for too long without walking or doing anything, then it gets cold. I was like, okay, I don't get in, so have I come all this way for nothing? Because it's still a long way back here. Um, so that would have been very annoying. And then I was like, should I try to come back another day? But then if it's not open today, how do I know if it's open another day? And I really wanted to go. I would have been so disappointed if I didn't go. But then I saw some people at like, I was like across the street, like, can I go and ask the staff, can you please call this place? And I was like, I don't want to ask them, but I was like, I'm gonna do it anyways, and if they say no, I give up. But then a foreigner came. I was like, do you want to get inside? I'm like, yes, please. But he knew the guy in the place, so basically you just have to call this guy so that he actually opens. And he's apparently like a big karate person, so I'm sorry that I don't remember his name now. But yeah, he let me inside, and the foreigner, he left. And yeah. It wasn't as well. If you say museum, I get certain images in my head of what it is, but it's kind of cool because you can book karate practices, like training sessions, so that's cool. And he showed me his calendar that he's like booked very much, so that's fun. And it was fun to see all the things, because in Sweden, in our dojo, well, I would say in all the 3 dojos in Sweden, actually, we don't do, well, not to my knowledge, but I know we don't do it in my home city, but we don't use the tonfa or sai or nunchucks, because I don't remember exactly what he said, but something that if we're gonna focus on everything, it's gonna take 80 years to become good and master all of these different skills. So therefore we focus on kata and on the fighting. And that's how we do it. So it's fun to actually see all the actual equipment already, because I know about it, and we've had like theory, not tests, but the our karate instructors have talked about these things, and sometimes they talk about certain equipment that is like specific for certain things, and then I saw it in this dojo, and you can see some of it in the short, so that was kind of cool. It was nice. And he did speak English. How good, I do not really know actually, but it was nice. Many pictures of different things, but yeah, it wasn't super grand. So I'm very happy I didn't go back another day to see if it was open, because it's not really worth going twice. But I mean, it was fun. It was nice, because I would have been so disappointed if I didn't go. Now I know, I was like, yeah, it wasn't what I really expected, but it was fine. And I think it's fun because I practiced myself. If you're like, oh, a cool karate museum, but it isn't like that. But for me, it's still fun because I actually practiced in a way. But for just a random tourist, I don't think it would be super nice. But I don't know. Maybe it's funnier if you're fluent in Japanese as well. I don't know. Anything more? Yeah, and then I started walking back, and then I had walked for like 8 minutes, and I'm like, my feet, and then I realized I'm cold, my hands are cold. Where are my like mittens? Like, not in my bag. It's like, oh, I remember I took them off when I took off my shoes in the dojo. So I was like, I don't want to walk back, and I was like, they didn't cost much. I will find another Don Quixote and buy a new pair. So I continued walking because I really didn't want to turn back and then go back. I was like, eh. But then I was like, come on, you can't just throw them away, and maybe you don't find the same ones at Don Quixote at another one. It's like, yeah, so I turned back. So yeah, that was, and I was like, what if he isn't there again? What if he's gone again? But it was fine. He just stepped out the door when I came, so it was like perfect timing. So I got my mittens back, so that was nice. And then I had to walk back, which was not nice. And then apparently, because I just had to walk for a little bit, and then I would take a bus. But then now, when I came back from my mittens, it was like, no, you have to walk much further now and take a bus. But why? Show me the old route. Show me the one you previously showed me. It's like, no, you have to walk this. I'm like, Google Maps, why you hate me? Why you hate me? So that was annoying. Oh, and on the buses, when you are on the buses in Japan, you need to pay the exact amount, because you don't get it back otherwise. I mean, they're like, whatever, like, get off now. I was like, but you stole my money. And partly my fault, because now he explained it to me when I did the same mistake for like the 4th time. Because you still have to pay the exact same amount, but I miscalculated in my head, and I was like, damn, this is not gonna work. And then I thought the money would just come out, like if it costs 500, I pay 600, the last 100 will come out again. No, it doesn't. But I was like, I'm gonna stand here and be a hassle, give me my money back. And he actually gave me too much back. But the 2 times earlier today, they stole money from me. So you know what, Japan, we're fucking even now. So, I mean, it was super nice of him, and he was nice and kind, compared to the other ones. So yeah, but we're even now. So no hard feelings, Japan. And when I was waiting for one of the buses, this cute little lady, because once again, I was like, I waited for like 30 minutes, please let me on the bus, it's cold. Because it was gonna come like 20 minutes ago. And then I guess this poor lady was like, she's like, this stupid foreigner, I need to help her. So she came, like, oh, which bus do you want to take, and where are you going? And just when she came, number 24 came. I'm like, thank you, 24, I've been waiting for you. And I was like, no, it's this bus. So it was nice. Yeah. Anything else? Anything more? No, I just bothered some people, like, please take a picture of me. So I did. Yeah. I think that is. Can't speak anymore. I can show you what I bought. No, I can show you later. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Half day update.